and how the knowledge can be used with wisdom to gain enlightenment, leading to auspiciousness. Further, he talked about how to redefine our management practices and also to understand the basic tenets of the ancient Indian history. Day two talks about wherein the day two talks about two sessions, wherein the first session was new developments in accounting and IFRS by CA Alok Garg, wherein the Alok sir talked about the recent advances in accounting, and the session has got 5 videos which has explained the new detailed accounting ways of reporting new changes in the Indian accounting and reporting system, followed by the discussion on the components of the financial system and the statements of changes in equity. The next session of day 2 was conducted by Ms. Ramya Jain on human resource accounting, wherein she discussed about the conceptual framework of human resource accounting, the methods, meaning, and the limitations. And also she talked about the practical exposure of human resource accounting, wherein she focused on the companies practicing HRA and the existing review of the literature. Day 3 has 2 sessions again. First was being taken by Professor Arvind Kumar of Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Management and Entrepreneurship, JNU, wherein he talked about the corporate social responsibility, specifically in the Indian domain. And he talks about the background of the CSR across globe. And he also describes the CSR from different perspectives. Thereupon, he also talked about the corporate social performance model, Carroll's definition on the CSR, along with citing the real life corporate examples. Further upon, he also talked about the meaning of the CSR given by the various authors, followed by again the Carroll CSR pyramid model. Next session of day 3 was taken by Dr. Jaspreet Kaur, Associate Professor, Pearl Academy, on qualitative research, wherein she discussed in vivo software as well. She started with explaining the exploratory research, the projective techniques, content analysis, narrative text analysis, and she also talked about the invention of ethnography. And she has taken up the case study based approach in order to understand these topics. She also explained the grounded theory. Moreover, she has given the hands-on sessions on in vivo. Then comes the day 4, wherein the first session was taken by Dr. Naveen Mittal, Assistant Professor, Shri Ram College of Commerce, University of Delhi, on income tax laws, new and emerging issues, wherein he discussed about the changes that has been made in the tax provisions, such as Finance Act, Ordinance, and he has also focused on the optional taxation scheme, which is applicable for filing a tax return for the current year for the very first time. He also talks about the tax rates low regime, followed by newly changed ways of filing, submission, and other provisions and compliance with respect to taxation. Then comes the next session by Dr. Sonal Jain, Assistant Professor, Janki Devi Memorial College, University of Delhi, where she talks about the GST, and in that she talks about discussing the GST Council GST rates. She further talks about the compensation cess. She also talked about ITC, that is input tax credit, how to utilize this input tax credit. She also talked about the reserve charging mechanism, e-way bills, anti-profiteering mechanisms. Then comes the day 5, wherein the first session was conducted by Dr. Yogesh Mishra, Vice President, Thomas Assessment, for the topic HR competencies, wherein he explained about the topic, the benefits, applications of the competency in the human resource domain, functions such as competency-based recruitment, interviewing, performance management, assessments, etc. Then the next session was undertaken by Dr. Abhishek Kumar Singh, Assistant Professor, Ramanujan College, University of Delhi, wherein he talked about the digital banking units, various schemes and facilities which are provided under the digital banking units. Further on, he talked about the digitization and automation of the various products that has been done by the bank. Then comes the day 6, wherein the first session was undertaken by Professor C.S. Sharma, Dean, Indian School of Business Finance, University of Delhi, wherein Sir talked about the the quantitative aspect of the research, that is what constitutes a scientific research, is there is a fundamental difference in the scientific research undertaken by the physical sciences, social sciences, and the life sciences. Then he has answered the questions with respect to the theoretical explanation. He also highlighted the nature of the scientific research and all the related elements. Thereupon, Sir talked about the concept of indicators and dimensions and their relevance. Then the next part under this session only, Sir started with discussing about what is quantitative research and what is the philosophical foundation behind this quantitative research. Next, day 7, wherein the first session was undertaken by Professor Gurjeet Kaur, Professor, University of Jammu, for the topic called marketing management, where she explained with the help of video resources the various steps under the marketing research, the process of marketing research, then followed by the basics, what is required under the marketing domain with respect to research. She also discussed the various problems and questions and the possible way out that a researcher can undertake. Then the next session under day 7 was being taken by Dr. Jaspreet Kaur only for social media marketing, wherein she talked about the component of marketing that utilizes the internet and online based digital technologies such as desktop, mobile phones, digital media to promote the products and services. She also talked about this concept by giving the real time marketing strategies of the company. Then the day 8, wherein the first session on managerial ethics was being taken by Professor Mala Sinha, former professor, Faculty of Management Studies, wherein ma'am started the session with the basic terms and issues related to ethics, business ethics, and the level of morality in managers, market forces, business ethics. Ma'am has also highlighted the difference between the law and ethics. She also talked about the 41 models. Then the next session on day 8, use of advanced Excel in teaching, taken by Mr. Prakhar Vadhva, Assistant Professor, Ramanujan College, wherein he has taken the hands-on session with the basics of introduction to Excel, and he has also provided simple formulas such as sum, square root, autofill, data customization, flash fill, index, match in the spreadsheet. He also gave the example of column chart, and he also has talked about how to work upon it. And he ended the session talking on frequency distribution. Then comes the day 9, wherein the first session, basis of econometrics, taken by Dr. Muhammad Nayyar Rahman, Assistant Professor, Aligarh Muslim University, wherein it, sir, discussed the philosophical discussions along with the arguments on econometrics and real life examples. And further upon, he stated the concept of randomness in addition to background and historical development. And also he has proceeded the session talking about different types of data and the concept of regression, including the OLS technique. Then the session 2 on day 9, that is basics in e-views, that has been taken by Dr. Aarti Yadav, Assistant Professor, Ramanujan College, University of Delhi, wherein she has talked about this software-based e-views, basic terminology such as in terms of object, series, work file, how to import the data, how to check the unit root test in order to check whether the data is stationary or not. Then the day 10, wherein the first session, use of ICT in e-commerce, taken by Dr. Nikhil Rajput, Assistant Professor, Ramanujan College, University of Delhi, wherein he briefed the participants with respect to the features of machines that should be taken care in order to be artificially intelligent, like learning from experience, adjusting to new ideas, performing the human tasks. Then he elaborated on the concept of automation, and he has also explained how artificial intelligence has been used to forecast the demand and sales, fraud detection, price optimization. Along with that, he has also explained the concept and the application of blockchain. Then comes the next session, Companies Act 2013 by Ms. Ashwini, wherein ma'am talks about the key amendments that have come into effect since the time Companies Act 2013 has been introduced, and wherein she talked about the significance of beneficial ownership as well. Then the recent trends in decision sciences by Dr. Yavana Rani, Associate Professor, Jain, Dean, Jain University, wherein ma'am talk about the recent trends in the nation sciences, particularly about the research, so that we can talk about the decision science, data analyst, data science, business analyst, data engineering. In order to know about these buzzwords, she also talk about the simple financial analysis by Dr. Arnav Kumar, Assistant Professor, Ramanujan College, wherein Dr. Arnav talked about the talk to participants with respect to finance and how to understand and interpret the financial data with the help of modeling and analytics. Then comes the 13th day, wherein Dr. Vibhash has talked about the qualitative research, and he has shared his valuable experience that why research publication are essential, what do's and don'ts has to be kept in mind. So this is a brief overview with respect to all the days, what has happened, a brief report. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Vijay Lakshmi, for meticulously charting out all the details of the sessions which have been
Can somebody else can step in her shoes? I think she.
Yes, sir. I'll come in. I think we have lost Parul's connectivity at the moment. So the next I think in line was sir. You had to give the valedictory talk, sir.
Sure.
So if you can step in right now, and maybe in the meanwhile they can join.
Thank you, Dr. Lata. Good evening and welcome once again to all the participants and my colleague who are, organizing this wonderful program. Professor K. Lata, Dr. Parul, the director of the program, Dr. Vijay Lakshmi, Dr. Aarti Yadav, Abhishek, and many more who has been instrumental, and all the colleagues who have delivered lectures on different topics to you and the participants. Once again, I welcome you on behalf of Ramanujan College, University of Delhi, and our center, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission for Teachers and Teaching. Friends, as you know, the college is, the best in the country as far as NAC A++ 3.71. And we do everything in very meticulous and excellent manner. You also will be glad to know that we have already, trained more than 2 lakh teachers, and this is the best performing center in the country under Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission for Teachers and Teaching. And our focus is to deliver something different, something new, which, helps all of you as well as the students in turn. I was just hearing the report from Dr. Vijay Lakshmi. You can see how meticulously and exhaustively the commerce and management has been covered in a span of 2 weeks. Of course, the subject is very vast, and everything can be under this, but all the new things, all the technology related thing, all the innovations, all the research, and most of the new ideas has been shared with you. And the purpose is very simple, that you should be able to understand some of it and take it to your research as well as to your classroom. Friends, this topic is not limited to the subject itself. Now there are a lot of new things available in the subject, like fintech, as you know, because the subject has already been talked about, blockchain technology. Somebody also discussed the data, the financial analysis, the data analysis. So all these And, lecture also happened on innovation, startup, entrepreneurship. So all these things are newly added to commerce and management. And let me tell you, unless until we all are trained, we cannot deliver it to our students. Friends, it is our pious duty to introduce all these concepts to our students, whether we are teaching any of the areas, finance, accounting, marketing, human resource management, but we need to discuss with them what is the new going on, what are the new innovations, what are the new research, and how they can make career in commerce and management. That is important for us, because today, there is no limitation of career in this regard, because lot of people are needed in data analysis, business analytics, fintech technology. Even in the recession, these people were in demand. Even during COVID, these people were in demand. So all commerce and management, of course, there is a lot of competition from mathematicians, statisticians, economics guy, but the commerce and management students have an edge. And if we can give them the right perspective, right technology, right subject, probably they can excel in each and every area. So the basic thing what I am trying to say, that all young faculty members, all young researchers, we have to pull our socks, do the right kind of research, meaningful research, which is helpful to the society, which is helpful to the students, and it should be application oriented. It should not remain within the parameters of journals and books. It should be utilized for new products or new innovations or new marketing techniques or new financial techniques, new fintech technology techniques. So something should come out of it. Even if it is a simple application, it should lead to innovation, startup, and entrepreneurship. With this, once again, I congratulate the whole team who has organized this program, because it's a wonderful program, and every aspect has been covered in the program. And within these 2 weeks, covering so much is again a very exhaustive work done by the organizing team. Once again, congratulations to all the participants who have completed the course successfully, and I'm sure that they will apply this knowledge in their classrooms. And we will also like to hear from them from time to time, and if they face any problem, we are there to help you out. We are not leaving you here. This center is very, very active center. Every month we launch about 30 programs. You can join any of the new programs or related programs, or if you want to excel in one of the areas, you can join. You can log into our portal and you will see a lot of programs on a daily basis. Once again, thank you to all, and thanks to all the participants for participating with us in this program. Thank you very much. Over to Parul.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing the event, and we are honored to have you. In fact, you have very beautifully outlined that how innovation and how research can go together. And we have tried to bridge that gap by training the teachers with necessary softwares wherever those can be applied for. Now, can I invite Professor K. Lata, IQAC Director and Teacher in Charge, Department of Management Studies, to address the participants.
Yeah, thank you, Parul. Thank you so much. Respected Principal Sir, also Director of TLC Ramanujan, and fellow colleagues from Department of Management Studies, from Department of IT, Computer Science, and our non-teaching support staff, and the most important, dear participants. Sir, I hope my voice is okay. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, perfect, yes. Perfect.
Okay, sir. At the outset, I want to thank the fellow colleagues from my department, the Department of Management Studies. I have been away from work and I have been on leave during this period, but yet the colleagues have worked in cooperation and coordination with each other, and they have put up this refresher course, and they have very successfully organized this. And I feel really pride in saying this, that even in the absence of a few teachers from the department, they have very meticulously organized this refresher course. And I hope it was a very enriching experience for the participants also. About the about the organization of the events, I must congratulate the organizing board here for having done all the work so meticulously, and the fellow colleagues also from the other departments, the IT and the support staff from TLC and other non-teaching staff. I must congratulate them that everything has been very, meticulously and sincerely done. So I hope it was a very enriching experience for the participants. About the participants, I do not want to take away so much of time, because, I know you all want to say about how your experience was. I hope Parul has already talked to a few participants. They may be giving their opinion about this refresher courses. But having said that, like Sir said, I wanted all of the participants, the success of the program lies in the fact that whatever you have learned here, whatever you have experienced here, that is taken to your classroom and help the students. The present day students aren't the students of yesteryears. They have exposure to so many things. They do research, they do side by side sometimes, online assignments, online projects. They're working also sometimes, and COVID has taught us many things. So all these, the combination of whatever you have learned has to be taken to the classroom. That will be the real success of the refresher course that you're attending. And I would also request the participants to be in touch with us and also write to us about how we can improve the refresher course. What are the contemporary topics that you would like to add in such courses, so that the value of such courses actually is, it goes up and it helps the participants also. So I think with these words, I'll take your leave, all of you. And I hope you will be in touch with us and tell us also how we can improve this programs. Thank you so much. Thank you, Parul, and thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your encouraging words. I'm sure that it has been very insightful for all the participants, and we could just make out that from the feedback that we've collected from them. I would now request Dr. Aarti to please present the feedback analysis of the participants.
Thank you, Parul. Let me just share my screen first. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, respected principal, sir, and IQAC director and RTIC ma'am, dear colleagues and all the participants, a very good afternoon. So let's move, before moving to this feedback analysis, the concept of feedback analysis is basically in terms of providing us the opportunity to develop skills and identify areas that needs improvement. And when we do this feedback analysis, basically it clarifies what your expectations are with respect to such type of programs. So moving to this particular aspect, so the thing is, because the first aspect is all about the LMS platform, that is the learning management system. As the time has taught us, and we move to online platforms for learning in some of the aspects, the functioning of the platform plays a very significant role. Okay, so the result which we got in terms of this particular question from our participants, so more than 96% of the participants feel that functionality-wise LMS was excellent, or we can say very good. Okay, so these two are the main features which the participants choose. Coming to the second aspect, that was this LMS platform was user friendly. So more than 99%. So almost like every one participants has strongly agreed or agree that LMS was user friendly. Coming to the next aspect, it was asked that average hours spent per day on this program. So more than 79% of the participants spend 3 to 5 hours per day on this program. So this clearly signifies that how much dedication the participants showed towards this program. And also this there are participants in the margin of 20% who also spent more than 5 hours on this particular program. Coming to the next aspect, the ratings with respect to the sessions which was covered in this particular program. So more than 96% of the participants rated the session to be excellent or very good. So they are quite satisfied with the sessions which has been provided to them in this 2-week refresher program. Coming to the next aspect, that it has been asked to the participants that do they prefer more sessions, because we almost covered 24 sessions in this particular refresher course. So more than 79% of the participants said that they would like to watch more sessions in the program. So we will take this as your suggestion and will try to incorporate this in further programs. Then coming to the next aspect, that is about the rating of quality of the resource persons who have delivered the sessions. So 97% of the participants rated the resource persons to be excellent or very good. Coming to the next aspect in terms of the overall content quality, so more than 97% of the participants rated the content quality to be excellent or very good. So they are quite satisfied with the content and the quality of the resource person. Coming to the next aspect in terms of the overall knowledge addition about the topics. So in this particular aspect, more than 96% of the participants stated that there was an excellent or very good knowledge added of the topic which was covered after this particular program. So with this, there was this last aspect which has been asked, that would you recommend such programs to your colleagues to join in future? So in this, you can see the result itself, that more than 99% of the participants would be recommending it to the future, this type of programs to their colleagues in future. And you can also see that there was no one who would not recommend this program. So I think this clearly signifies the success of this event. So with this, I would like to end the feedback analysis. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Parth.
Thank you, Dr. Aarti, for giving us a detailed feedback analysis of the participants. And I'm really thankful for the participants for filling up the feedback form and helping us improve the program. We'll ensure that all the points which have been mentioned here shall be taken into consideration whenever we organize the next event. We conclude this valedictory session by inviting Dr. Abhishek Kumar Singh to deliver the formal vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
So a very good evening and warm welcome to all of you. Myself, Dr. Abhishek Kumar Singh, take the privilege to propose
cannot
the
hear
final.
you.
It is audible?
No, we cannot hear you, Abhishek.
Ma'am, is it audible?
You are muted, I think.
No, sir. Right, I'm unmute.
Sir, I can hear him, sir. I can hear him.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Abhishek Kumar Singh, take this privilege to propose the final vote of thanks for this enriching 2-week refresher course in commerce and math.
Something problem with your audio. You must fix it before you speak.
Is it audible?
Sir, I'm not very sure if what is the problem, but I think it is audible to me. But I think there is a little disruption. That is the only issue. Is it not at all audible?
May I come to that side?
Dr. Abhishek, maybe you can start once again.
Good evening, everyone. Now it's audible. So myself, Dr. Abhishek Kumar Singh, take this privilege to propose the final vote of thanks for this enriching 2-week refresher course in commerce and management. At the onset, I would like to thank Professor S.P. Agrawal sir.
अभिषेक को बताओ भाई, उसकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही है, ये somebody should call him.
Ma'am, you should take the initiative.
So sir, I think I will take it from here, and maybe I think there's some problem with the network, so maybe I can just give the.
So now it's audible, sir. So good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Abhishek Kumar Singh, take this privilege to propose the final vote of thanks for this enriching 2-week refresher course in commerce and management. At the onset, I would like to thank Professor S.P. Agrawal sir, Principal and Director of Teaching Learning Center, Ramanujan College, for permitting and providing.
Abhishek, आप बोल रहे हैं, but nobody is able to listen anything. So आप ये पहले अपना ऑडियो फिक्स करें, तभी आप. Parul, somebody should step in.
Okay, sir. I think maybe I can take it over from here and deliver the formal vote of thanks if there is a, audio issue. So maybe he can join through my network and then he can deliver.
कोई आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
Sir, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you, Parul.
Okay, so maybe he can join through my.
देखना, ये जरा मेरा ही गड़बड़ हुआ है, क्या हुआ है?
Sir, I can hear Parul, sir. I can hear Abhishek also.
Yes, ma'am, Parul is audible.
Sanjeev.
Now it's audible, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
So good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Abhishek Kumar Singh, take this privilege to propose the final vote of thanks for this enriching 2-week refresher course in commerce and management. At the onset, I would like to thank Professor S.P. Agrawal sir, Principal and Director of Teaching Learning Center, Ramanujan College, for permitting and providing all the possible assistance in making this refresher course a highly successful one. I extend my gratitude to Professor K. Lata ma'am, IQAC Director, Ramanujan College, for providing the consistent guidance, assistance, and mentorship throughout the course. Further, I would like to thank Dr. Parul Yadav, Program Director, and Ms. Ramya Jain, Program Convener, for meticulously ensuring the smooth conduct of the refresher course. To my colleagues, Dr. Aarti Yadav and Dr. Vijay Lakshmi, for providing the required assistance. I also extend my sincere gratitude and value the time and efforts taken by all the eminent resource persons involved in the refresher course. Professor C.S. Sarma sir, Professor Arvind Kumar sir, Dr. Vibhash Kumar, Mr. Prakhar Wadhwa, Dr. Arnav Kumar, Dr. Mohammad Nayar Rahman, Dr. Aarti Yadav, Dr. Nikhil Rajput, who delivered the excellent session on the various topics that I'm sure it was very enriching and fruitful for all of us. It would be incomplete if I do not thank and appreciate the hard work done by our technical and administrative support staff. I would initially like to thank Dr. Nikhil Rajput and Mr. Vipin Rathi, technical heads without whom this self-paced interface couldn't have been a reality. Also, my sincere gratitude to Mr. Akhil, Mr. Prashant, Mr. Sanchit, Mr. Anil, Mr. Vinod, and Mr. Ravi Beast for providing all the needed administrative and technical support for their efforts are valuable. Last but certainly not least, and I should say the most valuable assets for this refresher course were you and all the participants. I thank each one of you for being sincere, honest, determined throughout the whole course of the program. We hope that we could deliver the best of our knowledge to all and hope that you all will incorporate the learning in your future path. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abhishek. for delivering the vote of thanks. With this, we conclude the valedictory session. I thank all the participants. I thank our principal and our TIC, Professor Kelata, and my fellow colleagues for joining the session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Parul.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.